What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Professor Q St. Leonard, back at it again. Been a minute, and I got one for y'all. This one is called Where Are You At? Period. Where are you at as a man? Where are you at as a woman right now? Like, mentally and spiritually, where are you at? I need you to do some type of self-evaluation, some type of self-inventory, some type of self-insight, self-reflection. Think about that. Where are you at as a husband? Where are you at as a wife? Where are you at as a friend? Where are you at as a as a sibling? Where are you at as a mom? Where are you at as a dad? Where are you at as a creator? Where are you at as a leader? You know what I mean? Where are you at as a supporter? Where are you at as a teacher? I mean, and the reason why I came up with all those different titles is because, and there's more, but the reason why I came up with those titles because it's like as a person is broad. You know what I mean? That's huge. I mean, as a person, where are you at? Okay, let me go a little bit more in depth. What can you do effortlessly? What do you do? I mean, it doesn't matter if you get paid or you can just do it with a joy, and you do it with a love. You do it with less thought. It's just something that you would do, or something that you do regularly. Has nothing to do with a check. I mean, if you get paid for it, you are blessed. But it's just something that you love to do. It defines you. What do you do? And I mean, what are your strengths? You know what I'm saying? What are your weaknesses? What is it that you hesitant to do or you don't do that you know that you need to do as a man? You know you need to do these things. What are you doing? I mean, what are your weaknesses? What are you not doing? What are the things that you do that's best for you and you hate them? You dislike it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are just tools to help you do that self-evaluation, that self-inventory, that self-reflection. I mean, where you at? And if you feel like you fine, then you blessed. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you good, you blessed. And there's some people who listening to me who know they need to get better. Now, mind you, for the ones who are not growing, the ones who do not consider themselves to any need of building, I'm gonna tell you this: if you're not growing, then you dying. Meaning that every single day that you get up, every single day that you breathe, you should be learning something, building something, growing something, doing something better, new. You should always be learning. You should always be doing the best that you can to be better today than you were yesterday. That should be your everyday job. Self-mastery is everybody's job. Everybody that's breathing, from a child all the way to an elderly, your job is self-mastery. Master you, and you can help everybody. I've said this before. The people who master themselves, who concentrate on bettering themselves, that's not a selfish act. Because the better you are at bettering you and strengthening you, the better you are, you can help the world. The better you are. Now, for the people who haven't, like, okay, let me tell you this. We all have abilities, and some of them we do more often than others. So some abilities that we have we're stronger at, and some of those things that we got so strong at, we consider that to be normal. We consider that to be a reaction that everybody have, but you just don't realize that you just strengthen that ability. And let me give you an example. Like somebody, this is a negative example, but let's just say somebody who worry, right? Let's say you worry about your kids, you worry about your bills, you worry about life, you worry about your health, you worry about others, you worry about yourself. That is ability. There are people who equate worry to love. I worry about you. That's because I love you. You strengthen that ability so much that you consider to be loved. And the reason why I'm talking about this one in particular is because let's say that you worry about your bills. Let's just say you worry about your bills. Somebody bless you and take care of your bills, right? Now your bills is no longer a worry. What would you think your next action would be when it comes to worrying? You're going to replace something to worry about. You're going to put something in that category to worry about. You know why? Because you have strengthened worry so much. Even if you just worry about one thing, let's just say just your bills, and that's taken care of, you won't know how to function normally because you've been so used mentally and spiritually worrying about something that when you no longer have to worry about that particular thing, you're going to replace it with something else to worry about. So, what are you strong at? There's people who are grateful every single day. This is a positive example. Who are grateful about something. Today is the day for God has made, for I will rejoice and be glad in it. And there's people who do that on a day-to-day basis where they always have a great attitude. Now, mind you, from them having a great attitude, there's some people who may consider them lucky or that they don't go through as much as the next man. When they do, they just use their joy. They know how to look at something that's half full instead of half empty. Y'all know that story, but we don't go that route. But look here. We all have abilities. You can right now emotionally and mentally get excited about something. You can think of something and get emotionally. I'm saying, can you get upset? Let's just say you can get upset about something right now. I can ask you, I'll give you a moment. Think about something and you would mentally and emotionally get upset about something. Man, can you get upset right now? And somebody can. We can. But can you do that in a positive manner? That you can just get emotionally, tearfully, mentally excited about. Now, there's some people who can't. Literally who cannot get emotionally grateful or excited about something because they don't strengthen that ability. And I'm using these things as in you have the power to do whatever it is that you need to do in your life. I don't care what you believe in. I listen, your belief, Muslim, Hinduism, Buddhism, atheist, it does not matter. You can. There are laws. There are things that has been constructed and been formed through God, the creator, the Allah, Yahweh, what I'm telling you, whatever name that you want to come up with, you have that right. But I'm telling you this. You can do anything because God created and set it up like that anyway. Let me give you examples. Sun gonna come up and down regardless if you believe in it or not. Life is gonna keep going if you believe in it or not. And I'm not talking about your particular life, but I'm saying life. Life is gonna go on regardless. This has nothing to do with a belief. This is laws that has been set up. If I plant a seed and everything necessary that all the necessities that help a seed grow, if I believe in it, that seed will grow. That has nothing to do with me believing it or not. That's a law. That's already been set. I mean, gravity. You can believe in it or not, right? But it's a factor. There's laws that has already been set up, and I'm using that example as in there's things that are put into man that created by the Creator. God put His breath when He created man. He blew His breath in it. So you are made of greatness. There's people out here who are willing to accept they were born a sinner with no problem. That said, instead of saying they was born a God. They was born in God's likeness. They was born with God capabilities. You refuse. You probably be more hesitant to accept that and more willingly to accept you was born a sinner. Somebody gonna say, well, man, that's in the Bible. Yeah. Well, where you think I got you was born a God? Where you think I got that from? You think I made that up out the top of my head? Read the same book. It's gonna come up with it in any of them. Any belief is going to say the same thing. You were born with abilities that's by law. God gave those things to you, so you can choose. God doesn't go against your will, not at all. And I'm saying the reason why I'm saying where are you at right now. So mentally and spiritually, if you grow those things in you, your life will get better. And if you don't, and you allow life to you on autopilot, and you allow life just to give you what it wants to give you, and you take no control, then you either going to be controlled or be in control. You have the power. You have the same power I have. Every man has the same power I have. So you could choose. God doesn't even go against your will. If you choose to be grateful for your life, watch this. And I didn't mean to cut myself short, but you could choose to be grateful for your life or not. You have that choice. But watch this. When I ask you where you at mentally, where you at spiritually, think about this. This is where the where you at come in at. Where are you at mentally and where you at spiritually, right? Do your life reflect that? I'm going to give you a moment because I really want you to know how to evaluate yourself mentally and spiritually, meaning how you think about yourself, how you think about your life, and how you feel about your life, how you feel about yourself. Do your life reflect it? There are some people right now who are going to have a problem with that. And I don't have no problem with, I'm very eager to help somebody understand that for themselves. But I'm going to tell you this. I know your life reflects that. Your life reflects how you think and how you feel about you. Your life, you do not feel great about your life, and your life is not great. It does. 1 + 1 = 2. You can argue all day. You cannot believe that. But that is a fact. So the fact of what I'm saying right now is that your life, it reflects the way you think and you feel. There's some people around here who feel great about their life, who think great about themselves, who have and I'm just using these two things as thinking great and feeling great about yourself or feeling bad about yourself as an example, because there's so many various ways that people think and feel about themselves. But I promise you this, your life reflects that. There's some people who feel positive all the time. Doesn't mean positivity happens to them 24/7. Does not mean that. But I said their life as a whole reflects that. Their life as a whole. Even if you are positive, you're a positive, strong-minded, strong-spirited person. I promise you, those people go through trials and tribulations just like the same person that's depressed and sad and mad. Go through the same things, but that person that has a positive mentality chooses to keep a positive mentality, chooses to keep a great spirit and go through those life situations. Have you ever talked to somebody and you hear their story and you look at them like, you went through that? And you standing and you looking, why do you give them that response? Because you're looking at them and you have the expectation if somebody went through that, they should be looking and feeling like this. That's what I mean. Just like a person who's mad and depressed and all those things, do you think that anything great ever happened to them? Absolutely. But they chose to look at it from the mentality that they do. I can go on and on about that, but you know that. So where are you at? What's your weaknesses? What's your strengths? And I'm talking about your weaknesses, what you need to work at. What do you need to do? What are you hesitant to do those things that you need? Or what are the things that you just not doing? What's your strengths? What is it that you can do effortlessly? What are you doing that you know that you love? And you doing it on a regular, if you're getting paid for it or not. I'm saying all these things as in, y'all, I diligently learn more and more every day so I can help any man better himself. So when I get better, I teach the things that I learned that help me to get better, to help somebody get better. I'm not trying to do self-motivation. I'm literally trying to do self-improvement. Self-mastery is everybody's job to do for themselves. When you are great to you, you are great to others. When you good to you, you are great to others. Think about that. If you put yourself second, how would you even have the capability of putting somebody first? You would not have the capability because you don't even know how to put you first. So the last thing that you're going to be able to do is put somebody else first. You may believe that, or you may think that, but I promise you that that's not how it will reflect. See, when you put you first, you know what that takes. You know how that feels. You know the mentality of that. You know the essence of that. So you can see that when you giving it to somebody else and others. You know how to put somebody first because you put yourself first. That may be confusing to some, but the ones who do it, the ones who better themselves first, understand themselves first, improve themselves first, know how to see that in another person. They know how to help that person. See, the only way I know how to help you is what I know what self-improvement is. If I'm not exercising and practicing self-improvement, how can I possibly help someone do that for themselves? That's what I mean, but I can go more in depth with that. But I'm going to say this. I've been at this for a long time, so I can't really see how long I've been talking, but I'm talking about I've been at this particular video for a while, for a long time, and it's actually my third time doing it. The other two messed up. But this here, when you make yourself better, you make the world better. That's not just end of my video saying. That's a fact. We don't even understand that we can literally save the world. We can. Man can. If man chooses that as a whole. Everything that we complain about, everything that we worry about, everything that we look at in a negative manner, if we as a whole wanted it to be gone, it would be gone the second that we decided it is out of here. I can go into that too, but I won't. So I'm going to go back to us. And go back to man, yourself. Improve, think about, evaluate, and better you every day. If you ain't growing, you dying. So every day it's your job to be better today than you were yesterday. Every day. Today is the day that God has made for. I rejoice and be glad in it. There's people who exercise that every day, no matter what the circumstances are around them. Because think about this. If you had the mentality of going through, if you have that mentality that it's getting better, it's better right now, you don't think that life is going to reflect that for you? Do it. And I'm talking about, don't fake the God in you. You can't fake the God in you. You can say whatever you want to say. But I know you know how you feel and you know how you think. Life is going to reflect that. So every day, be grateful, be joyful, and go through something. Because God going to get you through that spirit that God is in you. Same way the God that's outside of you, you're going to get through it. It's just facts. Now, I mean, has nothing to do with what you believe in, but I promise you this. That right there, if I can't give you anything, that right there is absolutely a fact. If you don't think that you can get through something, if you don't think that something can work out for you, guess what? You are correct. You are correct in that term too. That's the God. That's what I mean about there are laws that set up. If you don't believe that those things are going to happen, that's your fate. And guess what? It won't. It won't work out for you. That's your fate. You have that ability. If you want to choose that, then you have that choice. God don't even go against that. So for the folks who desire the best in life, choose the best mentality. Choose the best spirit and exercise it. Grow it every moment, every day, every opportunity. Grow it. Take a second to rejoice in the winnings. You know what I'm saying? If you just... Man, I want to just go on and on. But some people don't have all day. You know what I'm saying? There's some things you don't have to be the dead horse. Choose the best. Know where you at. Use all your strengths to better your weaknesses. To strengthen your weaknesses. Use those things. But get better every single day. Alright? I want to shout out to my mama. What's up, Mom? What's up, Pops? What's up, Jay? What's up, BA? What's up, Fab? What's up, Rachel? Let's see. Oh, shoot. Let me shout out to my queen. Now, listen, y'all. I always forget to shout out because I said it before. Because she here. She, and I don't. I guess because I don't see my brothers and sisters and moms and all of them as much, so I shout them out because I don't really see them that much. But shout out to Love, man. That's Jackie. You know what I mean? Y'all know what it is. But shout out to Love. That's my queen. Shout out to Rail, Deja, Jamari, Juvie, Gabby. Shout out to all them. Shout out to Esau. Shout out to Big Clive. Shout out to Big Chad. What's up, big homie? Shout out to Quan. Whew. I'm ready. I'm ready to get to talk to you when I get a chance. Shout out to Quan. Shout out to Jason. Man, I know I got a lot of people. Oh, shout out to Gail. Shout out to Auntie. Shout out to all my uncles. What's up, Uncle Burn, Uncle B? What's up, Uncle K? Man, shout out to Super Dave. Shout out to Pee Wee. Who I got? Oh, shout out to Shelley. Shelley. Thank you, Shelley. Hey, yo, everybody who checked me out, man, listen here. My words cannot describe how I appreciate it. My words cannot describe it. I can use a word like, man, I'm really humble. I'm really thankful. Yes, I am. I'm all that. But the way I feel, those words do nothing for how I feel for anybody who checked me out. Anybody. My family, my friends, people I don't even know. Whoever checked these videos out, man, I'm absolutely grateful. I love God for just putting this feeling in me. For me to have this feeling. I am truly honored, man. I'm thankful and everything, man. So shout out to everybody. If I missed you, you know it's from the mind and not from the heart, all right? Make yourself better. You make the world better. Peace.